Hello, I'm Otto, and welcome to episode 8 of my Factorio Post-Nauvis guide. So in the last episode, we set up a parameterized blueprint. We set up a rocket for sending our metallurgic space science to back to Nauvis. We also set up some scheduling and did some stuff for the Jinx. We have a few more things that we could do with this, so I'm going to go over a couple things real quick and then we will get into the episode. So I don't think that I'm going to have enough room for a lot of this stuff, so we're going to remove the rocket and any of the components. We are Nauvis, right? Yeah. So any of the rocket stuff we can just kind of ignore. We will have this be collected by the wizard. Rocket. And then I think anything that we're doubling up on, so like, you know what, we could have left it. Never hurts having more, right? Because we'll need stuff other than, like, we'll need some of the stuff for more than just the rockets, but anyways. So yeah, that will be taking care of that. This will not be bringing up anything else. We could have, something else that we could do. Back on Nauvis, we can set up a request here for any of the depleted uranium fuel cells. So then that will drop down and we can get rid of it using... Yeah, we'll just toss it up here. Filter or depleted uranium fuel cells. And then where we need them, that is that is not it. Where is our, here. We can set up a requester chest. For those depleted uranium, so those can get back here, and yeah, there we have a complete system there. Also in the last episode, we beefed up a lot of this, set up some beacons. I had already placed some beacons and stuff and modules for the rockets, just to kind of get them boosted up a bit. Once one launches, the other one is basically ready to go. I think it's just shy. Oh no, it worked out. Man, those rockets are so loud. Okay, so in this episode, we are going to discuss a couple things real quick after I start collecting some cliff explosives. Oh yes. We can probably drop a couple more of these too. We're gonna need a few. So the video for the combinator setup here just released, and I know that I'm probably gonna get some comments being like, well, why are you filtering everything out of this? Like, there's plenty of storage here, you can always add more. The bots can remove from this. I personally just like having the visuals of what I have. On top of that, it's not like everything in my inventory is going to stay in my inventory. Anytime you have to leave the planet, the stuff has to go somewhere. So we're going to have storage like this either way. I don't think the bots place back into the cargo landing pad. At least I'm pretty sure they don't. No, they don't. But we very well could have just added onto this and just allowed this to be like this, have everything that is being imported come into here. It would be registered through our combinators. And you might say, okay, well then why do we have the extra storage on here? Well, these have a function that is more than just for storage. They also allow extra drop pods to come in, like, more frequently. So there is a benefit to having them. Okay, so now that we have cliff explosives, I've got a deconstruction planner set up for removing cliffs. We are going to have to start setting up our trains. So one thing that we want to start with is maybe a stacker. We will have... Really? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to relocate our orange science and rocket. Jeez. Let's get the stacker placed first, so that we know where we need to go. So let's get that rocket back. We only need the blue ones for this. Okay, I think that was everything. It looks like this did not cover what we needed here. Okay, so that should be fine once the bots get there. We also don't need any of this. We are not wrapping this train around. I feel like that's a lot easier to do. It's easier to remove the corners. Either I've gotten better at it, or they made it a little bit easier in 2.0. I don't know for sure, but whatever. It's pretty easy now. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to remove these two, but let's just check and see. So let's get the mining outpost. We can probably reuse this. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove these. Oh, and I just picked up a whole bunch of construction bots. And I have trash unrequested. Nice. Okay. Which means we're going to end up with some more bots over here. That's fine. I don't see any more bots. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Waiting on source items. We need... Okay, we don't have explosives. That, I believe, is the wizard bringing that in? Yes. Our rocket fuel is still just trickling in. That's fine. At some point, this will get backed up, and then... Jeez, that is still not enough production. That's wild. Alright, we'll see if we can help that out a bit. Anyways, where were we? Let's copy all of this and add that into here. We're going to need to leave some room for stuff to come in. We don't need that much room because a lot of this is... Oh, and we don't have medium power poles. Alright, let's see if we can get the peon to grab that. He should be mostly done. Okay, moving along. Wow, nice. So we need our provider. This one is going to be, so we're going to just go around around the room kind of. So we're going to have coal go here. We're going to have calcite over here be in this spot. We're going to have sulfuric acid go here, and tungsten ore is going to go here. So we can just line this up. Coal. This is calcite. This is tungsten ore. And this one was our liquid provider for sulfuric acid. I've changed, okay, I changed the way that some of these blueprints work. So we are going to have to change this to something generic. And whenever I use generic liquids, I just use the advanced oil processing to kind of indicate that there's more liquids there. I should probably change the blueprint. That'll require me to upgrade the... No, actually, all I have to do is, the only parameterized item is the name. And I don't even, oh, no, and the symbol here. Yeah, the icon is maybe a little important. That's only, the only reason we even need the icon is for limiting the amount of trains that we need out on the field, so we don't have to have everything fully saturated. You can get away with like half the trains by doing what we did. Okay, so we need to eventually get down here. I think that I might just end up having the bots do a lot of the work. That way I can kind of speed through the process. So I think I'm going to check and see what kind of issues we might have just throwing, let's say, city blocks down. We're going to have some connection there, but we might lose the connection. I don't think this one here will connect to one of these up here. I literally just need a path. All right, we're going to have to manually do this. That's not a big deal. So I'm just going to copy one of these, and we're just going to randomly kind of place these all the way down until we get a decent path. What we need is for the electric poles to connect. Are you? Oh, okay, it is. I was about to say, am I not connecting? Zigzag, straight line, kind of doesn't really matter. We just need to be there. I know, this is going to be loads of fun, but whatever, it is what it is. Oh, I should have brought some RoboPorts with me. Can I add in... Yeah, I'll just grab like 30. Oh, I got all 30. That was fast. And that will allow us to place those. So what's going to happen is so as we start getting down here, I'm going to disassemble a lot of stuff and have the bots take care of a lot of that. I hate that the power line, I can just barely make out the power line under the... You know what? I don't have to have these lined up. I can just do it like this. That way I can clearly see where the power line is. Because all of this is temporary. This is just, we want to get everything moved. I'm going to have the bots do it while I am speeding through laying down some tracks. So that's kind of the goal of this episode. We're going to lay some tracks. We are going to then come back and touch up some of the stuff that needs touching up. I just want to be able to have the bots move everything down here, and then we will be good to go. Okay, so I am going to... Did that connect? It did connect. I know. There's so much in these last few episodes that is just totally not me, but it is what it is. And I don't think we have radars being brought in either. I do not see radars. So let's get some radars in here. Now, keep in mind too that, and I think I might have said this before, so this is going to be the amount, like in this group, this is going to be the amount that's requested down. Let's say that we only wanted to request in, I don't know, 20 of the radars. That's actually going to make 50 show up on the ship, because what's going to happen is it's going to send a request down for 20, but because the rocket capacity is 50, it'll want to fill the rocket first. And then it will, yeah, it'll bring up to 50, and then that'll allow just 20 to drop, and there will be some left over. That, like, it's not a big deal, but what's gonna like at the end of the day, we are gonna have a dedicated kind of like supply platform. This one is kind of a mix between a supply platform and one for our personal travels. We will have one dedicated to the planets, and it will be going from planet to planet. So it will kind of need to be able to carry some supplies over. I don't know exactly where I'm going to have this new... I don't know where I'm going to have this placed, but I do know that our train depot is going to be somewhere in here, and then our building area will be over here. It would kind of be... It would be ideal to have this be in a central location. So like somewhere in here. But you know what? For now, what we're going to do is I'm going to... we're just going to have the bots relocate things to like, let's say here. And just to kind of have it closer to this area. And then at some point we can, you know, remove a lot of these. Actually, I'm going to need to... Oh, I wasn't going to have a bot network across these rails, but I do kind of need to have some of this connected, or do I? I guess I don't need to have it connected. All of this is going to be, for the most part, self-contained, except for a couple of things here and there. I mean, I could just throw something together for production of stuff like this, though. Oof, never mind. Except for the red circuits. Maybe we'll just leave a bunch of those behind. Yeah, so I am going to have the bot start tearing this down. And I am going to start laying some tracks. I'm going to speed task this, and I will see you on the flip side. And we're back. So yeah, I did kind of just go ahead and correct the issue that was happening over here. That one was a pretty easy fix. This one, I wasn't really sure what we were going to do about it, but I think I have a decent idea. So I think what we're going to do is, actually I'm going to copy a segment of this. We're probably just going to bring... we have the elevated rails, so we're going to use those. One there. And one there. On the flip side, there should be plenty of room. Yes. We didn't have to do it this way. Like, we could have easily... hold on. Let me... alright. We could have easily just, like, wrapped it around. I don't know, like, done something funky up here, but you know what? Let's use the tools that we are supplied. Or that we have, you know, been, creating, let's say. Can I have this come out more? Just. And then I can take this and I can copy. And horizontally rotate. I mean, kind of. Oh, really? I was about to say that's not gonna fit. Let's see where we need to put it to make it fit. Why are you... Oh, okay. Never mind. I was about to say, why are you giving me that signal? It's because it wasn't actually on the track. And then we can divide it wherever. Yes, let's get them to potentially stop there. That's great. Okay, that's good enough for me. The bots should be pretty close to being done. And we stopped just shy of actually having... Oh man, look at that. Like, we're just... What a way, like, we're just taking the long way. And the fun part is going to be trying to figure out, okay, well, what else can we, like, tap and bring into this line? We might have to redo some of the corners, but you know what? It is what it is. That is not a big deal. And actually, I think I have... So I have some trains here, maybe, somewhere. Do I have trains? I have trains. I have rocket fuel, so I can actually use the train line to move around back and forth. Which should be... Oh. Okay, don't mind me. We just need to kind of set that back up. That is not something that I thought about, unfortunately. We might be able to follow this line because that's mostly a straight path. I should have, like, just zigzagged where the path was. Yeah, I should have just zigzagged it. Okay, so we're gonna take our landing pad blueprint and just flop it down somewhere. Yep, good enough. That way we can actually get them to start bringing this stuff back in. Oh, I didn't save the blueprint for the bots. That's a big rip. Man, I didn't save any of that. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. So I'm gonna filter it. No. Blacklist. No bots. Okay, so we need to, I guess, redo this real quick. That's not a big deal. Read robot stats. Y is construction. Enable if Y is, what, 500? And filter construction. And this one is, wait. Y is, no, abort. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, you know what? We can use the extra, the 500 bots. That's, you know what? That was intended. Totally planned it that way. Not a big deal. The Logi bots are Y. No, wow. Okay. I will get there, I promise. Y is less than 250. Kind of pointless for that now, right? T 500. Okay, we got 1,000 construction bots. Not bad. Planned it that way. Okay, so let's get a train hub set up over here. Unfortunately, this little lava patch is gonna get in our way, but that's not a big deal. I don't think I want to set this up manually, but I probably could. We could maybe even use the mining outpost. Let's give it a shot. My inventory is full. Nice. Okay, so we are now we're not gonna cut. We're gonna we're gonna copy and probably just move this past. So something like this. Maybe I should just have all of them out this way. And then we can have them unload, go up this way, do some configuring or some jigging up here, and then have the base go this way. Placing our large city block everywhere. Well, let's see. These are gonna have to go. Let's open up our solid request. That is unfortunate. I cannot flip it because it has... Wait, what? The train stop can't be flipped. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. I am going to make a copy. We're gonna remove the train stop. So I need to connect the red wire to the output of the train limit and to the input of the control for bringing in the right amount of tanks. Wow, trains. Okay, so let's just use that. Why do I feel like this is still not going to be vertical flip? You know what? I actually just want to place it so that I can see what all we need. This would be something like this. And then I can figure out where we would need something like this to go. I need to leave space for 4 belts because of this one down here. So one will need to go in the first 2 lanes and the other one will need to go in the second 2 lanes. And we're only bringing in 4 items. Okay, I think we can make that work. The stackers will still be 4. We can leave those like that. That is perfectly fine because we will just have a train limit that ends up limiting 2. Okay, so I kind of feel like it doesn't really matter where we have the items coming in. Oh, I hear a buddy. Was he medium? So this blueprint that I have for destroying the biter, the worm biters thing, yeah, the demolishers. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll actually just kind of, I'll like double it up or close, just to kind of get through them because their health is 3 and a third times bigger than the small demolishers. The small demolishers have, I think, 30,000 health, and this guy has 100,000, and I don't know about the resistances, so like I didn't check to see what the physical resistance is for the others. Yeah, but those guys are dangerous. Okay, let's just make a decision. So I'm gonna put a liquid provider, which I'm probably gonna, sorry, liquid requester. Did I even make a liquid? Oh, okay, because oh, of course. I didn't set up a liquid requester because I have a liquid provider and it's literally basically the same exact thing. I can't believe, did I seriously not? Because I'm pretty sure I set up combinators and stuff for that for this one over here, right? Yeah. Okay, well, that's not a big deal. We can just make one of those real quick. So I do not want this in here. I don't want... I guess I don't want the train in here, or the train station. Now the question is, do I want to parameterize this? I think the answer to that is yes. We only want to parameterize this. This is parameter 0. And these can stay that way because they're all going to be liquids anyways, so... Which... liquid? I forget what I named these, but whatever. It's fine. I can change it after. Oh, I just named it liquid. Say, and it wasn't a provider anyways. Okay, so that is our liquid requester. Oh, it has a rail signal. I was like, wait, what? I know, I got rid of the thing. So a vertical flip. And then we are lining this up with the train. The reason why I'm putting this one here, sulfuric acid. The reason why I'm putting the sulfuric acid up here is because it's going to be the closest to the area, so it will have the best reach for the pipeline extent. So what is this one going to be? This one is going to be... you know what? I'm going to... Either way, it won't matter because I'm going to make the wrong decision. And yeah, then we can just... we don't have to worry about it. I'm going to do tungsten because I think the earlier or the higher... Like if we can get the tungsten, let's say closer to the lava, and deal with it before it even makes it to the bus, then it's probably... And we will do that with this item here. So that's tungsten. That's when we will do calcite and coal. Yo, are you, like... This keeps happening. I don't know why. Whatever. It is what it is. Oh, it's gonna just happen here too. Oh. And this doesn't reach. Wow, we're batting 1,000 for this one. Okay, so we are, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have this whole situation be avoided, and the belts are just gonna have to look funny. There. Now everybody's happy. Okay, so we have gotten quite a bit done. Man, these longer episodes. We have stuff being requested in. We probably have like 1,000 too many bots, but that's okay. Just part of the process of relocating. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. Where's the construction bots? They're in here somewhere too. That's it. Yeah, so we will just toss them back in here. Except one stack for me. Oh man, okay, so that was quite a bit of a longer episode. We definitely started the process. We still have some stuff to get done. We need some more explosives. Do we have any explosives here? We do not. Oh, and I gotta send these back too. I saw that while I was tearing everything down and I was like, no! 30 explosives. We do not have the cliff explosives because we tore those down. Okay, so that is going to be it for me for this episode. If you have been enjoying the content, well, you know what to do. So we set up a train station to collect from our starter area. We set up a train station to unload at our new place. So in the meantime, between this episode and next, I am going to uncover more of the map, especially over in this section. I'm probably going to take out some demolishers. And then when we come back in the next episode, we are going to start finally setting up a base somewhere in this area. I haven't decided 100% yet. It might largely depend on where the space is over here, but you know what? We will see. This might be all the space that we have, and to be honest, that's not really that much different than what we had up here, but it is what it is. Okay, so I will see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.